Am I the a-hole for kicking my husband out over texts he sent to my daughter's girlfriend, which led to him having a heart attack? I, 43F, have been married to my husband Chris, 45M, for 21 years. We met young, fell hard and fast, like you do when you're in your early 20s and think love can fix everything. For a long time, I believed it had. We built a life together. Nothing glamorous, but solid. Familiar. We had our daughter, Sarah, 19F, when I was 24. And even though parenthood was rough in the beginning, we grew together through it. Or at least, that's what I thought. Sarah is everything to me. She's the one thing in my life I know I got right. She's fiercely independent, empathetic, smart, and she came out to us as bisexual at 17. It was one of the most emotional conversations I've ever had with her, not because I was surprised or upset, but because I could see how scared she was. And I hated that. I hated that she ever thought she needed to fear how we'd respond. Chris hugged her and said he supported her, and I believed him. I really did. Fast forward to a few months ago, Sarah introduced us to her girlfriend, Lena, 20F, and honestly, I adored her. Lena's Egyptian-Palestinian, and she carries herself with a quiet dignity that's impossible not to notice. She's incredibly respectful, kind, always thoughtful. She treats Sarah like she's the most important person in the world. I watched her make our daughter smile in a way I hadn't seen in years, and I was just happy. Happy that Sarah had found someone who made her feel loved and seen. Chris seemed to like her, too. In fact, maybe a little too interested. He would ask her tons of questions about her background, culture, family, faith, even about how her parents felt about her dating women. I remember a few times when I thought, okay, tone it down a little. But I told myself he was just being curious. He's always liked learning about other cultures. He's been the kind of guy who asks taxi drivers about their accents and tells people to teach him phrases in other languages. I brushed it off. Until a few nights ago. Sarah came over unexpectedly, looking like she'd been crying for hours. She had Lena's phone in her hand. My heart sank the second I saw her face. She didn't even speak at first, just handed me the phone and said, "You need to see this." I scrolled through the messages. Dozens of them. And I swear, with each one, my heart cracked a little more. They were from Chris, my husband, my partner of over 2 decades, sent to Lena over a period of a month. It started innocently enough, small talk, late-night conversations. But then it got twisted. Gross. Objectifying. He told her she had a rare kind of beauty, that he'd never been with an Arab woman before, that she had bedroom eyes and an exotic look that stays in a man's head. He told her she made him wish he had dated out before settling down. He said she probably looked gorgeous in a hijab, even though Lena isn't Muslim. Then came the worst part. He suggested that the three of us, me included, should explore something private together. He tried to frame it as a joke. But it wasn't a joke. You could see it in the way he kept bringing it up, in different ways, like he was testing how far he could go. Lena never reciprocated. Not once. She told him to stop. She said she was with Sarah. She reminded him again and again that this wasn't appropriate. He kept apologizing, then circling back, then apologizing again. It was manipulative. Classic boundary pushing. Lena didn't want to say anything at first. She didn't want to break Sarah's heart or cause drama in our family. But eventually, she couldn't keep it from her anymore. She showed Sarah everything, and Sarah brought it straight to me. After she left, I just sat there for a long time, staring at nothing. I wanted to scream, cry, throw something, but I couldn't move. All I could think about was the fact that the man I loved, the father of my child, had hit on our daughter's girlfriend and tried to involve me in it, as if I'd be some kind of sick partner in his fantasy. That night, I waited for him to get home. I didn't say anything when he walked through the door. I barely looked at him. He thought I was just tired. I let him go to sleep, and while he did, I packed a good chunk of his stuff into bags and left them near the front door. When he woke up, I told him everything. That I knew, that I had seen the texts, that I wanted him out. He didn't try to deny it, didn't even bother pretending. He just started talking, nervous, rambling, trying to spin it. He said it was just a fantasy, that he'd never actually do anything, that he didn't know how to express his stress, that Lena made him feel things he hadn't let himself feel before, that being with me, a white woman, was safe, but maybe too safe, and he'd always wondered what it would be like to be with someone different. I just stood there listening, numb. This wasn't just betrayal. It was humiliation, disgust, and the deepest kind of heartbreak. I told him to leave, and he did. That's when the fallout started. His mother started blowing up my phone. Dozens of texts, voicemails, pictures of Chris in a hospital bed. She said he collapsed in her kitchen from stress and had a heart attack. He's okay now, recovering, but she said I was heartless, that I pushed him too far, that I should have handled it like a wife, meaning privately. She said I was breaking up my family over some foreign girl. She blamed Lena. She even blamed Sarah. She said I was cruel for not visiting him, but in the same breath said I wasn't allowed in his hospital room anyway. I think that says everything. Chris himself only messaged me once from the hospital. He asked when he could come home. I haven't answered. And here's the truth I'm ashamed to admit. I still love him. Not the version of him that wrote those texts, but the man I thought I married. The man I thought I spent 2 decades with. The man who walked our daughter to her first day of school and held my hand in the delivery room. That version of him. I miss him. But I don't know if he ever really existed. Or if I just saw what I wanted to see. I kicked him out because I needed to protect my daughter. Because I needed to draw a line for what's not okay. But I don't feel strong or righteous. I feel like my life is unraveling. My marriage is over. My daughter is heartbroken. Lena's caught in the middle. And I'm just here, trying to stay afloat. So, am I the a-hole for kicking him out? Even if it led to him having a heart attack? Even if I still love the man I thought he was?